Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Yuka. I'm a Chinese tutor in Shenzhen. I have been teaching Mandarin over 3 years now. As a Chinese teacher, I always get people to ask, Mandarin is so difficult to learn, especially with the tone, and people can't understand me when I talk. Characters learning is so boring and I can't remember it. And I can't feel my progress, especially with the HSK 3-4 grammar. Actually, you're not alone to face those learning problems. Try to answer these questions. I feel the learner's experiences is much more useful and convincing. So I interviewed some of my friends and students who learn Chinese for a while. Most of them living in Shenzhen or working here for at least 2 to 3 years. They shared many of their learning experiences and stories, like how did they start and how did they overcome those difficulties. I really highly appreciate to all my friends for their such generous and kindly support. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you can benefit from these videos, from their experiences, and enjoy it.
我叫孟秀平，学了4年，在大学。因为我在高中的时候有机会去成都，做一个交换生，然后从那个时候就觉得我去大学的时候要学中文，因为我在高中的时候已经开始学西班牙语，所以我不想跳。第1年最难的。因为那个时候都没有对语很熟悉，所以就需要2年时间左右才熟悉一些。If I don't keep going, I will fail the class. So yeah, I have to study. But I think one of the things that made me sign up for year 2, year 3, year 4 in college is that I enjoyed being able to write the characters. I think calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy is very beautiful, and I mean there's Western calligraphy too, but it's not used as frequently anymore. And one thing about Chinese traditional calligraphy is it's still very alive today. So I think that for me was interesting. And then treating the characters like little puzzles, you have to try to solve the puzzle. I think is very fun. 写的话就太难了，不用写吧，能写几个，但现在大家都是用拼音打字，手机微信里面都是可以用，写不是特别重要，但是要认得出来。写的话或者认字的话就要背 ，just memorize. Sorry, it's not easy. 就是因为字的话是完全跟英语完全不一样，所以你就没办法。Something that's helpful I found when I was learning, just learning how to write it and memorize at the same time is better to memorize. Even if you don't remember how to write it, at least you remember what the character looks like. So it's kind of to practice your writing, but it's most important just to memorize what the character. And you can also, one helpful thing is some Chinese characters are 2 characters put together, and it can help you to guess the meaning of the character or how to say the character. So I think that's helpful too. Like if there's a 口 in front, or if there's a 脚 in front, like that kind of thing is useful. The radicals, it can help you. My advice to you, if you cannot read Chinese, if you cannot speak Chinese, you should try your hardest in the first year or 2 years that you're here to do that. You won't have a big problem, but your life will be so much easier. It's not that you'll have problems. Yeah, just easier and more available to you if you can speak Chinese, even just a little bit. It takes time, and you have to be very patient with yourself about it. I mean, obviously, I could speak with my Chinese teacher in the first 2 years of learning, but when you come to China or when you try to have a conversation with a native speaker, it feels so different. It feels like, oh, I don't know anything, but they will realize that you're trying. They will speak slower. Like just when you speak English to a non-native speaker, right? You speak slower, you speak more clearly. So I think it works both ways. Yeah, just keep trying. even if you feel like you're not making any progress, you are really, yeah, you're going to improve even if you feel like, oh, I don't know this, or I still haven't learned that. It's okay. After the second year, maybe by third year. So in my third year, I went to Beijing for a study exchange program in college. And that time I felt more comfortable after talking to more Chinese people. Because when you're just studying it and learning it by yourself and you don't use it in conversation, it's awkward. But then the more you use it in conversation, the more comfortable you feel.